Now we're going to demonstrate mounting the cast on articulator using the FlexiMount apparatus when a byte registration is used. As you can see, the FlexiMount is quite universal as far as being able to use it on different articulators. So we'll go ahead and place the pre-trimmed byte registration in place. And we can set our model in position, hold it there, and again go ahead and wrap FlexiMount around, attach it onto the other side, and now we're ready to position it. Okay, so we can go ahead and move these around. I like to usually position the center connector area of the FlexiMount into the center part of the cast. We can do that quite simply. Now we can look and see how we're lined up with our byte registration. We can see how it's sitting very accurately in place. If we have some byte registration that is less firm than this one and it's kind of spongy, this is a nice feature of the FlexiMount that we can tighten up certain areas to help hold it down into the byte registration in a stable position. Now that we can check, see that we have the registration is seated well, the teeth are in their interdigitation with the byte registration, and now we're ready to go ahead and mount it with the stone. Now you can see that we wet the base of the cast. That's soaked with water for a couple minutes, so our mounting stone will adapt to the plaster base nicely. And then we would just do this in a normal fashion as we would with mounting any models. Okay, again we can go ahead and place this together. We can see that we've got adequate stone there. And if I'm not sure, we can go ahead and add a little bit more at this time. We don't have to be concerned about the casts losing their position. The feature that we have, as we described with the FlexiMount, is that we have dynamic stability. We can adjust the models, but they're very stable and will stay in position. And now we're ready just to give this some time for the stone to set. Now we have the mounting stone all set, and we're ready to remove the FlexiMount. So we'll just release this. If we just try to cut these off first, if we release them you might get snapped on your hands and won't feel so good. So we'll release that, then we can invert this and do it on the articulator, or we can also remove the cast at this time from the articulator and cut them off. Okay, with the sharp blade, it can be removed easily. Just always, of course, being cautious not to get your fingers in the way. This can also be done with the scissors, but I like to cut them with a knife so we can get really close to the base of the cast so we have more area to put your second layer of material on. Okay, now you can see we've got our final layer of plaster attached, and we're ready to check our mounting accuracy. So we're going to take out our bite registration, and we've raised our pin up here. And now we can close down and see that we've got cast mounting. We've got no openings in the occlusion, and the FlexiMount apparatus held it in very good stable position for us to get an accurate mounting. That's a nice thing about the FlexiMount, is it minimizes the times that you need to remount a cast because of malposition.